Hello everybody, and it is Tecmo Tuesday time, or it's gonna be Tecmo Tuesday time. I'm here to formally announce that the 4th season of Tecmo Tuesday will resume, or, well, it'll start. The series will continue. The new season will begin starting next week on May 16th. It's the week of my 15th anniversary on YouTube, and I feel like that's a great time to bring it back. I had some time to think about what team I wanted to play as for the next season, and I had some great ideas that were put in front of me. I liked, there were a few that I liked in particular. The 1999 Browns was one. You know, that was when the Browns were brought back into the fold, and they were basically an expansion team that had a rough time. They've had many rough seasons since then, but those years in particular were pretty rough. But I couldn't find a ROM that supported that particular season. And I did find a ROM, but it didn't have the Browns in it because there were additional teams and there was an odd number of teams. It was weird, so there is no ROM that exists for it that I could find that had the Browns in it anyway. Then the 2008 Lions was another one because they went 0-16. It was that was a thought, but again, I didn't find an 08 ROM. But I did like those ideas, and then there was another one that was thrown out there, and I was able to find, and I finally settled on the 1976 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. How much more of a sad story for an expansion team can you possibly come up with than the team that lost its first 26 games? A couple reasons why this was chosen. Number one, I already told you, the expansion thing. They were a horrible expansion team. So it's going to be quite the challenge to take that team and do something with it from the get-go. The other thing is the way the expansion teams worked that year with the 76 Bucks and Seahawks was they put them in, they actually started them off in opposite divisions. The Seahawks were in the NFC West and the Buccaneers were in the AFC West. And then they swapped. But it didn't matter because the alignment didn't matter because they ended up playing every team in the league. They didn't play their divisional opponents twice in a season. They actually played just 14 games. By the way, it's a 14-game season, not a 16-game season, so that'll be different. But they played 14 teams, including 2 games against the Seahawks, so the expansion teams played each other twice. And then the following year, they played everybody else that they hadn't played yet. So within the first 2 seasons, we'll have played every team once, plus the Seahawks multiple times. So there'll be some variety there in terms of the opponents. So I feel like this will be a fun go around. I'm not sure how many, a maximum of 2 seasons, a maximum of 3 seasons, you know, another trilogy, but no more than that because once 79 hit, that was when they went to the bloody NFC Championship. So I'll do a couple seasons at least, and we'll see where it goes. But next week, we'll kick it off. It's against the Houston Oilers. And, you know, we'll see how it goes. Tecmo Tuesday is back.